Hey guys, so this is I believe, the first requested video that I've ever done. Was a question from Jonathan Malmsten. I'll post the name in the description. But basically the question was asking me to do some research, presumably, and explain why I'm not a vegan. Well, the question was like, explain why you are not a vegan. And I would ask you to ignore the horrific state that my room is in, but now that I've pointed it out, you'll notice it, so I'm really dumb. I'd like to be really philosophical and ethical and, intelligent about why I'm not a vegan, but the crux of it is essentially that I really like bacon and steak and sausage and chicken. I fucking love chicken. Duck is great. I love duck. Eggs are pretty good. And, just like dairy, I pretty much survive off cheese and milk. Not massive chocolate fan. The most time I ever have chocolate is usually if I'm having a treat and I'm having ice cream or, oh yeah, my cereal. Like every kind of chocolate I eat is, every time of cereal I eat is chocolate. I eat cheese a lot. I love meat. I love fish. Seafood. Seafood is awesome. I'm trying to think of more intelligent ways to put it, really, but I just really like meat, and I know I am like upset. I'm upset by like the ethical issues of it. Like, I'm not a massive fan of people killing animals, but then I understand that like it doesn't really matter if I'm a vegan or not. People are still gonna kill animals and eat them for food sustenance. It's usually the way it works. The main reason that I've never even considered being a vegan is because one of my friends, well, in fact not just her, actually quite a few friends when I was younger were vegans, and the way they went about it, there is, to be fair, before I get this out there is one girl who I've known for a very long time, like acquaintance sort of thing, who she went to my school and everything. I only found out like a couple of weeks ago that she's been a vegan for like the majority of her life. That's the best way I want to find out about it. I just want to find out because she just like randomly posted something about how one specific company was doing something very unethical with the food they were creating, which is fine for me because I don't eat food from that company anyway. But that was the only way I found out. She didn't go on about it. She didn't go holier than thou, which is what a lot of my friends did. They tried to make me feel personally guilty for not being a vegan. One of my best mates has just gone vegetarian for ethical reasons, and I'm fine with that. He established it to me in a very intellectual way. But I cannot get it out of my head that veganism will forever be associated with people trying to make me feel personally bad so they can feel better about themselves. And I'm not saying all vegans do that, but it is a pretty, it's a very sticky stereotype, because a lot of people, it's always the same thing. It's the loudest minority. It's the same reason that a lot of people think Americans are stupid, because the only Americans they hear are the ones on YouTube comments who, for example, the ones who sent me death threats because I don't like the way they pronounce aluminium. I got so many. By so many, I mean I got 5, but me getting 5 messages off one video is astonishing. I barely get 5 views on these videos, but 5 people went out of their way to tell me that I deserve to be shot because they can't pronounce aluminium correctly. Oh, I just mispronounced correctly. I'm incorrectly. You know what? I'm just not going to speak anymore. It's like the iron. Oh my god. This is the most ironic sentence ever. Complaining about people not being able to pronounce words correctly, and I can't fucking speak! Veganism, yes. Also, there was, it wasn't very well-known companies. It's not like Greenpeace or PETA or anything like that. But there were a lot of companies that they kept forcing me to watch, saying, look at these videos of people punching monkeys in the face. For one, I am 100% against cosmetic testing you like using cosmetic things like just. I don't give a shit if testing shampoo on a rabbit makes sure that it doesn't hurt your eyes. Here's a hint: don't get shampoo in your fucking eyes. That'd be a start. I don't give a shit about cosmetics being tested on animals. No, I mean I do, but it's pointless. I don't see why it still happens. I am still like supporting medical testing, just because, you know, I quite like my family members and friends not to die. Anyway, veganism. Yeah, there were these. I can't remember the name of them because it was. Oh god, it was GCSE. So that was a good 7 years ago now. I can't fucking remember. But companies that they made me look into, who were, you know, they're biased. Of course they're going to be biased because they're against it. But they falsified evidence. They basically just bullshitted their way through it. And I know there are companies who don't do that, like Greenpeace and PETA, but some of these ones were just like absolutely appalling in how far they were going just to try and slander, just so they could get their message across, and I cannot get that out of my head. Obviously, well, I was going to say, obviously there are like slanderers against veganism and stuff, but that's usually just because loud vegans are fucking annoying. There's nothing like ethically wrong with them, because it's just like they're not doing anything ethically wrong. And technically we aren't either. All I'm doing is eating a chicken, but again, I'm being made to feel guilty because of where that chicken's come from and where it's been raised. When I can, I usually try to eat like fair, like range. I can't remember what it's called. Free range food. But being a student, I usually can't afford it, so I have to eat what I can. Sorry, this wasn't very intellectual. Basically, the crux of it is I like bacon, steak. It's because I was thinking steakin' in my head. When I went to America, I had steakin', like a fillet of steak wrapped in bacon, and it might have been the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. And Flo, thanks to my girlfriend Flo, I am now craving bacon with maple syrup because she made me try it, and now I want to eat it all the time. I can't. Yeah. Cheese is good. I just want to eat now. Ow, I've got to stop hitting the fucking microphone. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. I can't remember what I'm saying anymore. Bacon is good.